So we're done with Elin. We have one more person left before we finish day 3. And that's Nathan. Oh god! Oh, blood state. Oh, mate.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Give me a
I'm
fright.
dead.
Right, let's find out. What do we have to ask Nathan? We ready to talk to this guy? I nearly said cunt, but I didn't. Let's ask him. Just like my notes say, ask them how are you first.
I burned the photos of Hannah.
Oh god.
It didn't work.
Oh no.
I suppose because the loss was superficial. The next thing I burned was the rocking chair. That worked. I've been getting rid of her stuff ever since. There was a day when I attacked a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
See, I told you this would escalate with Nathan. I told you it would escalate. Why can I not say escalate? I told you this would escalate with Nathan. He burned one thing, which was our clothes. Then we had to decide between photos and the rocking chair. We decided on photos, but he went ahead and burned both. Because the photos wasn't good enough. So now he went from burning one thing to 2. What's next? My office? It's not happening. Nathan, stop burning stuff. What's that? What about the paper spike? Most important question.
I didn't notice Dr. Dekker had a paper spike. I haven't really seen more than a foot in front of me since Hannah died.
Lie. Liar. Liar. Pants on fire.
Do you like being a liar with pants constantly on fire?
See, he did that thing with his one eye like he did in day 1. He said a lie about being 57. I'm 57. I'm kidding. One eye shut. Don't worry. I'll put the little montage in the video when I edit it.
57. Kidding.
He blinks with only one eye.
Gym, and then repeat that day.
Anyway, I'm 57. His eye would close. He's just done it there. He's lying. He's lying. He wants to burn more. Cold-blooded murderer. You can't say murder either. It's okay. I'm going to beep it. I asked him right outright about the paper spike. Something that every other single patient has been like, oh yeah, I remember it. He used to use it as a prop. One time he tried to stick it through his hand and no blood came out. Oh yeah, I remember it. He always touched it or whatever, right? Every single patient has turned around and said, yep, I know about the paper spike. But not him.
I didn't notice Dr. Dekker had a paper spike.
One eye closed.
I haven't really seen more than a foot in front of me since Hannah died.
Do we believe him? What do you guys think?
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist, that's a bit crazy.
It's true. And remember guys, Nathan doesn't like Dr. Dekker. He believes he's the reason why his loops actually started in the first place. Because Dr. Dekker put an idea in his head. This is the theme about the full... Every patient has said the same thing. Dr. Dekker put an idea in my head. The guy with the gambling. This guy with the loops. The guy with the extra hour. They've all said the same thing. But with Nathan's sort of dislike with Dr. Dekker, he said, I didn't have loops. I came about Hannah. And then I started having loops. Dr. Dekker put that idea in my head. Do you get it? Do we get this? So let's ask him why Dekker was crazy. I think we already know. He used a spike as a prop. Yeah, he liked to have dates with a lot of women. He was a little bit batshit, not gonna lie.
I think that he possibly cursed other people, a bit like he cursed me. Sometimes you could see he was bursting to tell me about it, but he couldn't. He was ecstatic with power.
Oh, we're getting a good read on Dr. Dekker though. He doesn't seem like the best character. Not that that means he deserves to die. Okay, it doesn't. So let's see what problems he gave to him. I'm wondering if it's the loops.
I started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days. Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra mental health problems that he's given me.
It's true. It's true. And that's exactly what I thought yesterday. He started off with depression and then he got the loops. So the loops isn't the reason why he came to Dr. Dekker's surgery. The depression was. And Dr. Dekker said something and it's caused these oh god. Oh Snarf, what have you done? Snarf, what the fuck have you done? Snarf with a 5 gifted. He can't see anyone else trying to beat him on the leaderboard. He can't. Because he's the daddy sub.
Hi, boys. Harley Quinn.
Wait, that doesn't work, does it? Can you be a daddy sub? I always think you should be a daddy dom. Maybe you're the sub of all subs. Do you like to say mommy too? Snarf, Jesus Christ, you didn't need to do that. Thank you so much. Let's ask him how he cursed him, shall we?
The curse. Well remembered. I was hoping you'd forget. It's going to sound crazy. Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed it.
Oh. See, that's what I said. The leading questions and statements have caused him to enter psychosis. That's irresponsible. I will never do that. Hold on, I have to write a note. Don't cause psychosis. Got you. Right. Sorted.
I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a demonstration.
Right, I've got it. Listen, hear me out. I've got what happened. Dekker's been working with the patients. He's been interested in psychokinesis and extra paranormal abilities. He's met Mariana, who you always meet first. Mariana's took him down to the beach, into the water, had a blackout, become Cthulhu, infected Dr. Dekker, hence the name title, Infected Madness of Dr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker has then become the lead Cthulhu of the cult, and they've all gathered together, killed him to bring him back alive, hence why his coffin was pretty much empty, apart from a relic. He was buried at the same church all of these relics are at, that used to be owned by Scientology. Boom! Cracked it. We did it in like day 2. It's done. It's gone. What do we do now? Should we just find out if I'm right? That's my theory. That's what I think's happened. So let's ask him what demonstration.
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that came out of nowhere.
There's a
He
flame!
tried to hypnotise me to make me forget it.
Did I do it? Guys, did I do it? Am I doing it? Is there a flame? No? Did you see that? Should I do it again?
He held his hand outstretched
What?
and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere.
Where's the flame now? Where'd it go in the replay? Wait, no! What's happening? Am I going crazy? Has it infected me? Guys, are you in trouble? Oh god. Same as with Elin? Is that what happened? Did I miss something with my eyes shut? And I'm going to need to watch this back again. What happened with Elin? Let's ask him, do you remember the flame even though he hypnotised you? Am I hypnotised? Oh god, there's too many questions now.
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. Whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
Do we believe him? What do you guys think? Nathan's looking a little bit less suspicious now, isn't he? I'm joking. Told you the eyes kind of phased over here, but it didn't fully shift. You did tell me, I remember. Don't worry, I'm like an elephant, I remember everything.
I just want a
Who did it? Fucking... There. It's on now. It's happening. You didn't time that right. I've got my headphones out, you stupid dick. How do I take back my gifted sub, lol? That's what I'm saying, refund him. He doesn't deserve to be in the sub crew. Damn brat. Let's go. Right. Well, I'm the brat, aren't I? No one's going to take me seriously at the next meeting. It's fine. Let's ask him why he was scared. Well, it's obvious why he was scared. I would be too.
I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew. So I had to play along. Keep coming to the sessions. Pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful. because I was suffering through the same days over and over again. But I couldn't talk to him about it, because he'd know.
Am I the first person he's told that he has loops? What's happening there? Imagine they start asking about your hot dog suit. Oh my god, how weird would that be? Don't, mate, I think I would be sick. I might actually piss myself or something. That would be so weird. Nah.
So I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore. So I got basic therapist.
Basic bitch therapist? I get you. So he'd be scared of Dr. Dekker. We're hearing that a lot. Dr. Dekker actually took Iris, Claire's husband's girlfriend. You know, he was cheating, right? So he got her, put him in his basement. So he's not really the best type of person. Very aggressive sounding. Not liking Dr. Dekker. Kinda do think he deserved to die now. So let's ask, what is a basic therapist?
He told me lots of people get depression. To become more active, see more people. And although he wouldn't always be there to listen, Jaya would be.
What? Do you guys understand that last bit? Although Dr. Dekker wouldn't be there to listen, Jaya would be, his assistant. Maybe Jaya hated his practice so much and he was palming everyone off to her anyway. She wanted the job. Let's ask, do you know Jaya well?
Yeah, I talked to her quite a lot. I'm not sure how many days of that she'd remember. She seemed to care, which is more I can say for Dekker.
We need to ask Jaya about Nathan. Nathan was also the person Dr. Dekker asked Jaya to call, or Dr. Dekker did call on the day of his murder, so there's something going on here. Shall we talk about Hannah now?
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore?
Okay.
And thanks for the dating advice, by the way.
Oh no. Let's ask him, did he follow our dating advice? He wasn't ready. I agree. I totally agree. I actually agreed with you. But I'm just going to blame you. Doing a Metallica sleep with one eye open? I think Dekker did care, but way too much. Okay. Did he follow the dating advice? Let's find out.
You told me not to look for anyone else until I was ready. So I didn't. I've just been sitting at home, reading Hannah's diary, stewing. I ordered a pizza. A nice girl delivered it.
Why does this seem really bad? I don't feel like this is a good thing. He ordered a pizza and a girl brought it, and that was it, but I don't feel like that's a good thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Queen Lazy caught that right away.
I accidentally put Hannah's diary into a Salvation Army donation bin. They're like huge post boxes with a circular tray that makes sure things spill to the bottom. I tried to get in to get it back, but I gave up.
But he just said he's been sitting reading her diary. Look, dating advice.
You told me not to look for anyone else until I was ready. So I didn't. I've just been sitting at home, reading Hannah's diary, stewing. I ordered a pizza. A nice girl delivered it.
Why were you stewing over Hannah's diary?
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement. That she didn't love me anymore. I regretted it.
I feel really bad. Queen Lazy thinks he killed Hannah. I mean, maybe. Maybe he did the accident on purpose. Maybe he was like, I'm going to drive off a bridge. Kind of shit. But that's very sad. The journal or the diary that Hannah had, some of the last entries said she didn't love him. If he read that before, I'd say that was motive. But he's saying that he just found out, so I'm not sure. He killed her too? What does he regret? Oh, it's too juicy. Let's ask him. What do you regret?
I regretted that I mourned for Hannah so long. I regret the grief. I regret all the days I slept through because of it. Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different. I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
I believe him. Hands up, I believe him. There looks like real anger there. There's something that he probably would say in a lot of grief. I know you guys are going to be savage to him. I know you are. I know you are. King Lazy says, just imagine him saying, I gave her everything. Gave her everything. I think he could have read it before she died, and that would be motive, you're right. I wish I was a real police officer, man.
You said I could be an amazing policeman officer.
I'm going to go and out and out ask him. I'm going to do it. I feel like if we do ask him this though, we won't be able to ask about Pizza Girl.
I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. I wanted to be as far away from him as possible. I don't know who did.
He's saying no. His mouth is saying no. So we're done with everyone. Jaya, we've asked all her questions. With Bryce as well. Are we ready to go on to day 4?